like to first thank my amazing fellow Distinguished Service Award committee members. Two of them are here with us today, and I'd like to ask them to stand. Alan Byrne of Berkeley Public Library in Berkeley, California, and Elise DiGiuseppe of Pierce County Library System in Tacoma, Washington. Our members who could not be with us today are Caroline Parr from Central Rappahannock Regional Library in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and Lucinda Whitehurst of St. Christopher's School in Richmond, Virginia. I'd also like to thank the staff at ALSC, without whom we would have been floundering on our first virtual voyage. So thank you so much, especially to Dan Rood, who was sitting in on some of our conversations. Together, our committee reached a unanimous decision. Linda A. Perkins is one of those people who quietly improve the world behind the scenes. As the supervising program librarian at the Berkeley Public Library, she oversaw library services to young people continuously for 32 years. She identified a need in her own diverse community and brought it to the larger library community at ALSC. While she was president of ALSC, Linda worked together with key members of Reforma to form a task force that led to the establishment of the Pura Belpre Award. She also played a vital role in gaining support for and securing the adoption of ALSC's El Día de los Niños, El Día de los Libros celebration. She has served on the Newbery Caldecott when it was still a joint committee, chaired the Batchelder Award Committee, was twice a priority group consultant, and has served 3 terms on the ALSC Board of Directors. Although Linda is technically retired, she has not slowed down one bit. She volunteers at local elementary school Berkeley Arts Magnet, is a member of the Friends of ALSC Notable Circle, and when she leaves here today, she will join her fellow committee members at the Notable Children's Book Selection Committee. While she was president of ALSC, Linda presented the very first ALSC Distinguished Service Award to William C. Morris. Linda A. Perkins, on behalf of my fellow committee members, we are proud to present you with this 2012 Distinguished Service Award.
Tempted to quote Yogi Berra, but I won't. As children's librarians, we know that people recall very little of what we actually say, but they never forget how we make them feel. Likewise, I'm counting on the fact that today you will forget what I actually say, but remember exactly how I feel. I'm grateful to Margaret Mahan, a marvelous children's librarian at the Greenville Public Library in South Carolina, who gave me many reading suggestions, which I only vaguely recollect. 2 weeks ago, I discovered that she had written reviews for the Old Saturday Review, a fact that may have impressed me, although not nearly as much as the day she let me use the staff bathroom. There was no public bathroom. It was the one and only library in the county, but there was no public bathroom. I was relieved, but baffled that she knew that it would be a relief. She just seemed to know. And she was amazing, but I didn't realize she could read minds. Later, as a children's librarian, I learned that job skill myself. So you can imagine how seeing that modest staff bathroom made me feel very special it also brought about a revelation. People who work in libraries are real. Something that just never had occurred to me. I'm also grateful to Margaret Skiff at the Cuyahoga County Public Library. I saw a quote on a baseball card going around about, no, I'm not going to be a children's librarian. I told her that over and over and over and over. And the thing is, her feisty enthusiasm and her infectious humor led me to feel like a real professional children's librarian, and that was great. Thanks go to Gina Manudri, who hired me twice, and to other Berkeley library directors and the community, a great community who has always supported their libraries and provided time, always, for participation and professional activities and funding when possible. A special shout out goes to that Cracker Jack staff who stayed home and kept the library going while I was away at conferences, especially during those wild, crazy first weeks of summer reading, which are going on right now. I also thank the Association of Children's Librarians of Northern California, also known as ACL. Their energy and ideas just keep bubbling up, and they make me feel excited about the future of children's services. Reforma, and in particular, the Reforma Children's Services Committee, another remarkable band of dedicated professionals, have made me feel like a comadre. Gracias, dear friends. Over many years, I've been fortunate to have two, occasionally bizarre, but always entertaining roommates at conferences. Ruth Gordon, contrarian extraordinaire, and Star Latronica, who brings passion and panache to everything she touches. My first contact with Alice was not at a conference, but at the very first Arbuthnot lecture in Cleveland. Their warm welcome and made a lasting first impression on this brand new children's librarian. At that time, we didn't use the term outreach, but that was actually one of ALSC's first outreach efforts. I've also been fortunate to work with some wonderful and amazing executive directors: Mary Jane Anderson, Susan Roman, Diane Foote, and Amy Strittmeyer, and their talented crews. They have been terrific. I'm deeply appreciative to the many people with whom I've worked on committees, on task forces, on the ALSC boards of directors. Many are in this room, and many are not. I cannot really remember most of the details of our assignments, but I will always recall the spirit of the discussions and cherish the camaraderie it sparked. And finally, in particular, my thanks go to the Distinguished Services Committee for this high honor. I've known and admired all of my predecessors, so this award is dear to me. With time, I actually may forget some of the words that are said today, but I will always remember how honored and special you have made me feel. Thank you.